Well, oh dear, let's walk over here. So, welcome to Mamtor, which I can see and you can't. It's kind of like mid-afternoon, well, midday-ish. Let me just check. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's 10 to 1. If I'm going to go on a walk, I will go soon, really. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give this a little try out, my new audio setup. So I thought I'd come for a little walk. So yeah, let's do it. Boots on. It's so weird chatting away to yourself. Just going to get the old walkers on. I feel compelled, that I've mic'd up, that I have to give you a vivid description on absolutely everything I do. So that's the right foot done. Now the left foot. I'm just going to scratch my neck. Just going to scratch my butt. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So, seems as good a time as any to try out the new vlogging setup. And as you can see around me, it's not a bad little place to be, really. So what I've done is park near the Blue John Caverns, I think it's called. And it's quite a popular spot for vans to park up there. So I've just done a little cross country. So quite isolated here, so I can chat away to my heart's content. So excuse the sniffing, excuse the out of breath. But anyway, we're at the foot of Mamtor in Derbyshire, near to Castleton in the Peak District. I'm taking, I don't know, it looks like a well-trodden path, but I'm just basically diagonally cutting across. I'm missing the actual Mamtor peak, which I did, and any excuse to show off the footage. But I came up one morning and had a fantastic cloud inversion experience. It was amazing. So, but yeah, quite steep this is actually. Have to be a little bit careful. There is a path on my Komoot app along here. But like I said, I'm just going to cut diagonally across, and I'm going to miss out on the actual Mamtor itself. I will actually go back via there and drop down back to my van again. But as you can see, just down there, it's a popular spot with school kids. I'm guessing a lot of school trips come up here. I'm guessing to do the cavern, and obviously some fantastic selfie and group photo opportunities for them all. But that crowd down there is one of the reasons I've come this way. It's like being in a playground in the nicest possible way. I'm sure they're having a great time. But when you come here for getting away, I don't know if they're coming up on the microphone now, but God, they are so loud. Anyway, it's quite muddy here. And slippery. And like all views in the UK, quite often it's very grey. But that time I came up, it was a beautiful clear blue sky. That factory over there, or the furnace, if you can imagine, the chimney was sticking out of the cloud above the cloud inversion. As I describe this, I will hopefully have put the footage and you'll be able to see it. So not quite as picturesque, this view today. However, still a very, very pretty sight, I'm sure you'll agree. I've just been chatting to a local chap. There's a little coffee shop there, and he was telling me that they forecast snow tomorrow morning. So, possibility I might stay over tonight. I don't know. See how we get on with this hike, see how long I am. Look at the amount of walkers. I think you've either got to come here really early, and even then I don't doubt for a second. I know when there's cloud inversions and beautiful sunrise and sunsets, such a popular destination, but I can't believe about the amount of people walking along. Imagine this place in the summer, in the high season, when the Peak District's even more full of tourists. It's unbelievable how many visitors. Not surprised though. So beautiful. I'm just about to join the ridge, the main Mamtor ridge. Mamtor's up there behind me. So I will share this view with you as I come across it. Just give the camera a bit more height. And there it is. That's more like it. Edale is over there. Oh wow, all these have been put up. But this gateway, I'm pretty sure, is where I took a couple of nice pictures of that inversion. So it's quite a well pictured, well photographed gateway this. But I can't think of what they call them now. You normally find them at sort of peaks, or literally right on the top of, yeah, peaks basically, of any hills. But yeah, that's the Edale Valley over there. So on the way over on my drive, I'm about it's quite a slow drive, just over an hour away really. I'm a bit late on the bandwagon, but I've started listening to podcasts, yeah, just on the BBC, on the Sounds app, and I've stumbled across Dictators. Now, any history buffs out there, but oh my goodness me, I think I've alluded to the fact before that I'm quite interested in World War II and just historical events generally. But Dictators is just fantastic. I think the chap that narrates it, is it Paul McGann? I believe. He's got such an excellent voice. Sort of quite serious and sturdy and dramatic as he describes, amazingly enough, various dictators from years gone by, and spookily not actually that long ago either, but it does go back to sort of Napoleon, who's obviously been quite highly publicised of late with Mr. Ridley Scott's interpretation, which I saw and I did enjoy it, but I was a little bit disappointed if I'm honest. But anyway, I'll diversify. So yeah, Napoleon, I've been listening to the rise of Pol Pot, Stalin, obviously Hitler, and on the way over here I was listening to the story of Chairman Mao, and my God, it is just unbloody believable. When will we learn as a human race not to put all our faith or to you know, dare I say it, Putin at the moment, just give these individuals so much power. God. Anyway, I'm probably opening a can of worms there, but let's just enjoy the view. Oh, I just had to get that off my chest. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, what Chairman Mao got up to. Unbelievable. You know, you think people can't be more cruel. I'm going on again. Look at that view. Oh, and a bit of sunshine as well. Another little train going past. This is for you, Cleggy. That's my stepdad. He's a train buff. Away from the path a little bit, you can see the main path there, and that is known as back door up there. Someone was just taking a photo. So yeah, it's quite a drop down there, as you can see. Really the purpose of this, it wasn't really to come out and do sort of like, it's not the best light, it's pretty grey. This was more just to sort of try out my vlogging sort of capabilities, really. There you go, chatting away. There is something I need to get from my bag. And this, I need to thank Graham, Mr. Teds. He's an old crewmate of mine. I told him about my new vlogging capability with my 1X. 2, which is the camera I'm using with the new audio, so hopefully you're hearing everything I did. And I had this idea because what much that I love that all you're seeing when you look down is my bald head. So to combat that, I'm going to don this hat. And actually, it's not a bad thing to do that because it's just a little bit colder, that breeze. And if they are saying that it's going to snow tomorrow, I'm sure at some point the temperature is going to drop and the wind's probably going to turn to a northerly. So anyway, are we ready for this? Let's get this nice and high again. And the reason, I think it's quite funny, I'm really looking forward to editing this. Are you ready for this? So, rather than looking down on my bald patch, do you like it? I hope it comes out even. Just twist the camera around a bit so we don't get the little join. So, might just get out there beanie, and that was the whole point. So Mr. Teds, thank you very much. I do hope it's working. Oh dear, I think it's quite funny, but I like it anyway. just thought I would demonstrate the fantastic capabilities of this 360 camera. I've noticed my battery is going a bit in. It's the first sort of long walk I've done really, so stupid me, I forgot to bring a charging brick, so I believe that my Ròde 2 mics are kind of letting me down before the actual camera. The Insta360 camera is amazing, unlike the GoPro, which I feel a bit bad really, because GoPro has always been my go-to. Perhaps I've just been a sucker for the advertising, but they've been great, my GoPros. However, I only got up to the 8 and I started to think that the 9, 10, 11, where are we now? Are we on the 12? Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of plateaued a little bit with their capabilities, I felt. Yes, they increased the size of the sensors and the quality probably does get that little bit better each time, but just reliability issues. And I've seen so many other people saying the same thing. And I have to say, this Insta360, it's the second one. The first one, unfortunately, the Insta360 1X was fantastic, revolutionary. I realised how good it was, but quite early on when I used it, I stupidly was doing a bit of scrambling and I scraped the lens, which is a big no-no. And then there was an overhang and I've caught one of the lenses on the rock and it's made a really nasty scratch. So I've got a horrible feeling that is it for my 360 footage. I managed to then get the 2. So there is the 3 and no doubt very soon there's going to be the 4. But this 2 is so improved on the first one. I just love it. And the battery's just fantastic. Again, in comparison to the GoPro, it's just superb. Really pleased with it. So yeah, and that's kind of this whole little walk really has just been to test out my vlogging capability with the microphones. It's quite a strong wind now, so I've got the old dead cat on there. Sorry cat lovers, but that's what they're called. Wind muff. Anyway, moving on. So I just thought while I'm here as well with the 360 capability, let's get something reliable up and just point out a few places, some maps. Let's go to Backcountry app, which is amazing. The trouble is I'm going to need my glasses and I need to make the most of having this trig point to myself, although it's not a trig point. So we are here. Let's just come and get in view. We're at the top of, yeah, it's called Lowe's Hill here. And looking out over there, that's Woodlands Valley. Oh wow, just over the other side there is Lady Bower Reservoir. Now, I did not know that. Wow. Do you know, when you visit individual small places in different parts of the Peak District, when you go to enough of them, suddenly when you come to someone like here, you can start, it's like a bit of a jigsaw. So if that's Lady Bower, that long edge over there is Bamford Edge, which makes sense. I kind of knew this. I do want to really make it over to the top of that ridge just there, but I don't think I'm going to today. So yeah, dropping down there, that's Hope, the village of Hope, and that's Castleton up there. There's Mamtor up there, Vale of Edale is down there, and all this valley on the right is Edale. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to stop my talking there now because people are coming up. I really hope you've enjoyed this walk. I have. Speak to you in a bit. Hello again. So I've just passed the gateway, and that is the path that I came up earlier on. But I thought, obviously, what I do, I can't come here without going to the peak of Mamtor. So I'm going to ignore that quick muddy path back to Renee, and I'm going to walk up peak of Mamtor and sort of drop down the other side and round back to Renee from the top. So that seems like a plan. It's been flipping lovely, this has. Obviously I did a bit of filming, but I've just marched back really, haven't got the camera out at all until this point. And yeah, hiking or walking, hill walking, whatever you want to call it, it's medicine, isn't it? It really is. It just lets you clear your head. It lets you think about stuff, reflect, and just really relax and lose yourself. I'll walk along the bridleway, get the view from both sides then. Oh yeah, nice bike. I have actually been up here many moons ago on my mountain bike. We did a big loop. I'll try and dig out the footage, I've got it somewhere. In fact, I remember we stopped quite close to that gate actually. In fact, I noticed back there at that gate the path drops down into Edale, so I'm pretty sure that's where we came up on the mountain bikes. But anyway, I shall do a bit of investigation. So right, beeline for the top. We'll stop the camera here. Worth it though. You know what, when people ask me, I'm even doing that now. There's a little QR code there. Anyway, I've just done Mamtor, just come down, just had a really good chat with Richard, who is the guy that we saw actually at the peak itself. And yeah, nice to meet you, Richard. I'm really sorry about Dexter. So yeah, it's good to meet him. He said he's going to subscribe to my channel. Oh yeah, you're right. And lo and behold, here is Renee. A couple more vans have arrived. I've deliberately gone in front first because I wanted to open the back doors. But anyway, back to Renee. Fantastic walk.